Magic with Madison. I'm Madison, and today is day 13 of Vlogmas. So today on day 13, we're going to be opening up the Advents, both Skein and the Stitch and Fibre Fox. Obviously, yesterday we finished up my stitch marker Advent, so all that's left is Skein and the Stitch's regular 24-day Advent and the Fibre Fox's 24-day Advent. But also on top of that, we of course have the Lonely Knitters, which is every Saturday. So we opened one this past weekend. I showed you how that turned out, and I'm hoping to show you one other sock from that set and how that turns out. I've given 2 of my skeins of sock yarn away to my partner's mom. So going to be giving those away, and hopefully she doesn't see this vlog before she gets them, but at the same time, you know, what can you do? I hope she enjoys them. Alrighty, so let's get started today with the Fibre Fox Advent.
It's my favorite part of it all, when you and me deck the halls, making everything look just like.
Oh wow, look at that depth of color in terms of that deep purple. Really, really gorgeous. I love that. So if we look at how those colors have come together, a lot more variegation until we get to that deep, deep purple. Loving that for day 13. That feels very kind of day 13-y, very stunningly deep, rich purple. Loving how we've come to this colorway. I can't wait to see what comes next. And now let's look at the Skein and the Stitch Advent.
So fast, I wish I could somehow make them last. Put it in a bottle.
Ooh, I really wasn't expecting this colorway. Really not along the lines of what I thought would be coming next, but I think it's beautiful. So let's look at it alongside its contemporaries. So I guess we're going into the greens. So in terms of colorways, yeah, we have that beautiful variegation. I love some of the blue from this colorway making its way through this green colorway. And I'm guessing then next we might go into some lighter greens or darker and then lighter. I don't know, but it's super fun. Really gorgeous. Just done such a great job with this advent calendar. Loving that. Think it's really beautiful. Can't wait to see where it goes next. And finally, what I've been up to. So I have been knitting on my Lace and Fade Boxy by Joji Locatelli using my Skein and the Stitch Advent. So let me grab that for you. So it looks a bit weird at the moment because I'm about to connect the neckline at the front. So I don't really know how to best show this to you because I'm basically using my circular needles to connect. But if you see, this is the back. We've got that first lace panel and first color underneath that lace panel. So then at this point we'll be knitting in the round once the other section, because this is the sleeve or the shoulder seam, is right here. And I've started the other side. So once this has been, so I've finished the left hand side, and now I'm working on the right hand side. Let's see if I can get that to you. So this side is finished and going to be attached, and you can see that I've started working with the pink on this side. So there's some pink in there. I think I faded it quite well. And then, which is this pink right here. And then I'm gonna do the same on the other side. So I'm partway through on the other side, and then it will also start coming in to form the neckline. Once that's connected, it's just some straight knitting for a little while before we get that first lace panel. So it'll be that lace stripe, then another bit of the pink, just a stripe on its own until it matches up with where I am on the first section, and then I'll be able to start knitting in the round, which will be really great. So I'll be knitting in the round with this pink from the Skein and the Stitch, day 4, I believe. So it's looking like it's gonna be day 4, 5, 6 used up, and maybe 7, because I think there are a few stripes. There are bits of just straight knitting. So we'll see how much it takes to get through each one. But I think that I can easily do either one section per color, or if I still have some left over, do a kind of mixed half and half sections for each. Might use fewer balls of yarn, but more of the yarn. And that's always my kind of favorite thing to do, is to use up as much advent yarn as possible. So yeah, so that's going really well. Really enjoying it. So I have this little ball skeined up, which looks really cute. Yeah, I'm gonna be working on that today. Hopefully showing you this in a few days, if I can manage to get a bit more done. And then I will be showing you once, hopefully I can have it in the round and be able to lift it up and show you, and that would be great. As a result, I have not worked on my Boxy by Hoki Locatelli, which I'm making with my Fibre Fox advent, because I'm really trying to power through this project and get the majority of that done. Well, the majority, get it all done by Christmas. So obviously only have about 10 days left, a little bit more than 10 days, but mostly 10 days left until Christmas. So time to get that done. And now let's move on to the literary section of this podcast. So for today, the books that I wanted to chat about today were the Artemis Fowl series, because I think I haven't read it in a long time. It's been a really long time, and I was thinking about comfort reads and things that I found really interesting as a child. And the two things that popped up are Artemis Fowl and the series of Unfortunate Events. So actually, I think maybe the series of Unfortunate Events is a bit more fun to talk about, and the reason for that is because it has its own TV show on Netflix. We're gonna pretend that the movie never happened, because I just think that's horrible. It's like the Avatar movie. No one should ever talk about that movie. I'm talking about The Last Airbender. That to me does not exist and is not canon, and pretty much the same for the series of Unfortunate Events movie. But the book series is spectacular. I loved it as a child. I think I ate those for breakfast. Just read them so fast. You know, those kinds of books that you take with you to brush your teeth in the morning and just while eating, every break you had in school and during lunchtime, and you just wanted to stay and keep reading. Lemony Snicket is so great for that, and there are 12 of them, I believe, or 13. And they only kind of ended when I was, I feel like, in my 20s. In terms of the last book of that series, it's not very satisfying endings. They always end on a cliffhanger with Lemony Snicket, but it was great to see it all the way through. So I remember a few years ago when the last one came out, quite a few years ago, I went back and reread them all. And that was a really fun comfort reread for me too. So I'd really recommend those. Those are really good fun, really easy reads, really sympathetic main characters, the Baudelaires, 3 orphaned children, which for anyone who knows anything about fairy tales, often children are orphaned or don't have mother figures, so that's part of the course. But Lemony Snicket really does a great job of making those characters really sympathetic and also ringing true to what I believed as a child, which felt that like none of the adults really took me seriously or understood me, but you know, I had things to say. And you really feel that with the Baudelaires. So that is a great series to get into. Maybe I'll talk about Art and Style tomorrow. Maybe I won't. I'll probably do something different. But other than that, I hope you've enjoyed today's podcast. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. So like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think about the series of unfortunate events. And let's get chatting. All right. Bye.